Hey there, quick gratitude list. I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. Live and learn. So with, my old iPhone and the old corded microphone, because it's an old iPhone, live and learn. I'm grateful for the live and learn that don't jerk your phone around to get pictures of things. The jack is a little flaky, and I don't throw out these friggin' corded, headphones until it's until it's the end. Shit, I remember growing up as a kid, right around here, around this JFK UMass station.
Next stop.
When I was a kid with a Walkman, before there were even CD Walkmans, there were tape cassette Walkmans. You would always lose a channel out of one side, so I would always be holding it at the jack, in a crimp to get both channels of the stereo working. So I hope the audio holds up on this. Welcome to Live and Learn. It's the Gratitude channel. It's the Gratitude show on Eric O'Sullivan, Reverend Sully's personal YouTube channel full of whimsy and mirth, full of pop culture, comic books, cooking, spirituality, positivity, hopefully. I get some outrage in me. Sure. Who doesn't? But who wants to hear it? I mean, are we out here on Twitter or X and YouTube to be the ombudsperson for outrages, gripes, and grievances of everyone in pop culture? Here's where I grew up. You're going to see my bedroom. My childhood bedroom is right there in that corner. Yep. And those are the Mary Ellen McCormick Housing Development, formerly known as the Old Harbor Projects. I'm grateful and blessed. And it was actually not that bad. It was the project still, don't get me wrong. In South Boston, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s. But lots of old people, a lot of kids. It's probably just as good or bad as any other neighborhood. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope Christmas was nice for you. It's Boxing Day, whatever the heck that means. And still, what is Boxing Day? You start buying for the next year's Christmas with the sales? There must be clearance for retail and inventory. Or is it like back in the day when there was rigid caste systems, so the aristocrats and royalty would make boxes of stuff for their plebeian underlings? Andrew Station. See, these are the two, JFK UMass, formerly known as Columbia, and Andrew were the two train stations of my youth. My mom never got a license. We never really had a car in our family until she married her second husband. So we only had a car in our family for a couple of years. And that's when, when it wasn't up on blocks in primer black. It was such a guy thing. I just wasn't into it. I wanted to read comic books instead. while he changed spark plugs and put on oversized back tires with the tail jacked up just a little bit. It was like a Dodge Duster or something like that. And primer black. We called it the Blackbird. It was very stealthy looking. And so yeah, I grew up on the T. I grew up on the MBTA, on this very red line. I'm grateful and blessed for it. They fixed a lot of it. there are always going to be bumps in the road, or in this case, the rails. Yet I am blessed and grateful for the subway system, for this red line. It gets me to work, it gets me home, it gets me places. And how was your Christmas? I hope yours was great. I did exactly what I wanted to do this Christmas in a way. Like, I stayed in at my mom's condo, and I have to get used to calling it my condo. And I'll be completely moved in by the end of January. And I'm just slowly making room for my stuff, being judgy of like what to throw out. There's a lot of just stuff. This is Broadway Station on the other end of South Boston. And yeah, I remain blessed and grateful. And so yeah, I did. I had invites and plans. My stepdad's family, my family up in Lynn, and also extended family on the North Shore and the South Shore here, near Quincy, closer to Quincy. My best friend growing up and his family, they are family, and I'm so blessed and grateful that I have them in my life. And they were like, "Oh, you coming over?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just staying in." I had steak. I had a double portion of fresh broccoli. I had French fries. I had an apple pie. I had grilled cheeses for lunch on garlic bread. And I spent all day watching The Sopranos. I watch The Sopranos every year, the whole show, and now you put the movie in with it as well, The Many Saints of Newark. I've got it, the Blu-ray box set, and so at any opportunity when there are commentary tracks by the creators and talent, I will always watch that version. I'm a huge Sopranos fan, so I literally went through a season a day for 3 days. I did nothing. I did exactly what I wanted to. I wanted to hang in, because I suffer from panic and anxiety. I don't travel well, and I don't want to be miles away from home, an hour, and just with only just a couple of Xanax to take the edge off of it. And even if I've ever been drinking, that's like, wow, it's like giving yourself a Mickey Finn, just why would I want to do that to myself? But I need to be able to go to family places and family odds. I think we're having a get together with my immediate family, my aunts, my uncle, and my cousins in Florida in April. And here's old PTSD me. Maybe I can just beg my doctor for something a bit extra heavy for the plane, and I'm allergic to so many things that going to different people's houses, like, oh, you have a cat. Oh, fuck. Like, geez, I can't do it. Oh, I get so limited. But it's like, I will say this. I'm not sad, and I'm not depressed. And I wish I had some, if the only company I want right now is a certain someone to snuggle with, if that was in my cards. But it's not. So that's just, I'm not feeling lonely or depressed, or even about, losing my mom. We lost my mom back on July 31st of this year to cancer. And that's why I live in her condo now, which I have to get used to calling my condo. And we had to go to work on Monday. It was like extra cleanup day. We're on a winter break. We returned to work on January 6th. It's a good time to pack and to start getting it going, Hit up some friends. Hey, you wanna come over for we could pack up the car for once? Or, you know what I mean? Just go for a quick spin. And get my TV down there or something. I would love that. And or just like wait and do it all in once, pay for a mover, so I don't have to worry about aggravating my hernia, which I feel like it's a little aggravated on the other side now, and my lower back. It's like, this is getting old, and that's fine. And it would, you know, like there are 3 people on this train that are wearing face masks, you know, face diapers, you know, lockdown era, COVID face masks. They're not even N95s. They're just
downtown crossing.
like surgical masks. And I'm like, do you think these people still hate people like me for breathing their air, or for toxifying their air, or for like breathing in their airspace where they're like, or am I still like, you know, threatening the lives of their grandparents by not masking up? I'm just like, it's I know it's a personal preference. I'm not judging them, but do they judge me? Do they still hate me and people like me for sullying their breathing air? I don't know. I don't care. I mean, I wish them well. I think it's weird. I mean, I don't think it's weird, but people will do that, sure. And, you know, I just feel like, wow. Remember all the hostility and toxicity and outrage? I remember I was walking on the friggin' bike path outdoors in 2020, 2021. And one of these, you know, I'm sorry, you know, obviously someone on the left, I almost called them a libtard, but that would have been just rude to ever, you know what I mean? But I thought it. I'm just me saying it like that right now doesn't mean I'm calling him that. But he was most obviously on one side of the fence with masked up and fucking screams at me in outrage. I really wanted to belt him, but I was thinking about getting a fucking collapsible baton to, like, you know, be like snap, whack. You ever see Lost? And yeah, those things can, like, you know, protect yourself. Heck yeah. You know, and just like, he was like, I'm filming you, I'm gonna report you. To whom? And I mean, like, it was like weird. Yeah, I know you were all scared, and we should just be forgiving and give you the amnesty because you wanted to corral the anti-vaxxers and the non-maskers. You wanted to put them in concentration camps, and you wished death upon them because they were toxifying your breathing air. And that was some weird times. And there's never been a reckoning for that either. I would never have gotten vaxxed if it wasn't for being compelled to keep my job, like most of us out there. Oh, it was only a suggestion. Like, some people, I mean, I don't know. And my mom got boosted so many times that did she get turbo cancer? Is that what caused, you know what I mean? We don't have a history of cancer in our family. I mean, I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. And some things you just gotta, like, you know, let go. What's it like to, you know, like, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there were 3 people just that they got off the train. And they were wearing masks. Surgical masks, too. And, I don't know. It's just my thoughts of the day. And my gratitude list. I hadn't done one in a few days. Hey, took a few days off the holidays. You know, why not?
Charles MGA.
So I'm heading back up to Medford for a couple of days. Go to the pub. Go to the dispensary. There's no dispensaries in Quincy Center. Oh, it's like a mile down the street there, kid. Oh, they have plenty of parking. I don't drive. Like, oh boy, I can take I bet you there's a bus that goes down there. I'll just go to my old dispensary in Davis Square and get the brand that keeps me going. I'm really picky. I have to be really picky. I mean, I've been a stoner for 30 years, and like now it's like the strains are just so strong. They're so. I mean, it's just. I mean, it trips up my panic and anxiety. It does. It sucks.
Mass General Hospital.
Mass Eye and Earring Program.
JFK? No, we're at Child's MGH. Indeed. This is my daily trek from Quincy to Cambridge, but all in the Red Line, direct shot. 10-minute walk from home, and 5-minute walk to the office. Connected by the Red Line. It takes about a little over half an hour, maybe a little under sometimes too. So it's about 30 minutes. You know, it's really convenient. Don't have to, once again, blessed and grateful. I don't have to pay for parking, insurance, flat tires, gas, excise tax, oil changes.
Next stop, Kendall MIT.
You know, all the microtransactions associated with being a car owner. That's behind us is one of the best views of Boston. It's the Charles River, the skyline, but the sun's directly behind us. I must have this Cameron Crowe, Jerry Maguire thing, you know, like Cuba Gooding Jr. Who won the Oscar for that? And every time like he was on screen, it was just like he had this halo around it. You know, halo, halo. Yeah. Indeed. Blessed and grateful. And the subway goes subterranean. And I'm hungry. I have no food in my fridge.
MIT Cambridge Center.
So I'm like, oh, got to do a little shopping before I go, you know, get back. And can't just eat at the pub all the time. I could. I definitely could. Yeah. I really definitely could. And it's good to know, because it's like right about now I'm like, oh, I gotta pee. And I make it a point because I learned this in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, that it's an imperial procedure that all Star Destroyers must dump their waste before hitting hyperspace. There is a great allegory for any person. That's some good wisdom right there. I'll leave that for you to unpack. Hey, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. Wabba wabba. Remember, that's how Boba Fett caught on to Han. And so buttons. Well, I hope the audio held out, and I'll find out and improve it before I send it out, before I upload it. But gratitude and blessings. I start off my gratitude list with the Foundation 8. I'm grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. From there, I elaborate. And, you know, I'm on Christmas break from work, and sleeping in and having a good time, just resting. But I just wanted, yes, I spent Christmas alone on purpose. I had plenty of things to do with plenty of loved ones. But what I did was I took a time out, and it was low key, low energy. But I want to make it abundantly clear that I was not sad, and I was not depressed, and I wasn't sitting around crying and bemoaning and thinking about being lonely. No, not one bit. I watched a bunch of Soprano. I binge watched 3 seasons. I'm almost done with my rewatch. I'm gonna fit it in. I hadn't done my rewatch of this year of The Sopranos, so I'm fitting it in now. And that's cool. And then I have the space and the time and the ability, and the peace to do such things. It's great. It really is. it's one of those things. I've been watching a lot of different YouTube stuff. The algorithm is suggesting nothing but these women talking about dating and looking at other women's TikToks and eviscerating them for being too much. And that also, on the other hand, showing that men are going their own way. Men, are learning that
Next stop,
there is
Harvard
peace
Square.
in being single. There is peace of mind and peace of that no one's going to destroy what you built. No one's going to ask you to abandon your hobbies, abandon your friends, choose them continually, and to be left by fiat because they're unhappy. There's a lot of different reasons why people split up, but just the pure fickleness, of the unfiltered, unbridled woman who does not give a fuck what you think, how you feel, and hey, that was the culture that is the culture that I live in. That is the culture of dating. I've been single for a very long time. It is, you know what I mean? People are picky. So am I, though. You got to gatekeep. I respect the hell out of Harry Potter as a theme, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Heck, I started reading those books. I stopped at the third one. I was like, enough of this. I haven't watched any of those movies. Nah, I don't care. But one thing I do know, it is the fandom of gatekeeping, because you have to keep the muggles out, or else they're going to ruin the magic world. Again, wisdom in our fictions. God bless, namaste, good luck, have a great day. Tune in Sunday, 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern. It might be the last Super Sully Sunday stream from my old studio. Or will I just pack up the fucking computer, the desktop computer, just hop on the T and get it down there? We'll find out. All right, God bless, namaste, good luck. Please like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm suggest this wonderful program to someone that might need to hear this. All about gratitude, how gratitude can affect your life in a very palpable, positive way. It really is. It's helped me. It has. Seriously, I don't get mopey anymore. I don't get depressed anymore. Sure, you have moments, seconds, moments, but I don't have black moods anymore. I don't have constant fucking blues. I'm not constantly thinking about this one, that one, about my attachments, the results, about, being rejected, about this and that and the other thing, the other person and this. No, I can stop the over-rumination. I have reformatted my self-talk. It is so freeing. Join us. It really is. Let go to your attachments. You can't be enlightened. You can't lighten up if you're holding on to these heavy things. All right. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. We will see you with more videos. Ciao. Bye-bye.